Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Today, we have a lot of ground to cover. Let's have a conversation on the possibility of a black swan happening. Before the next surge, I'd want to discuss the possibility of a crash in the cryptocurrency market. I've heard this from multiple sources at this point, so listen up. The future is looking quite promising right now. But there's no need to fret, everything has its place in the chronology. I have been telling you that the beginning of the bullish uptrend is coming in November, when they expect the fall to be done and the market to begin its ascent into a big 2024 and beyond. We're so near now, and that idea sounds fantastic, or does it? In addition, the ex-Powell algorithm will be discussed. Kramer, Jim, I really agree with the guy's optimistic outlook. Follow me here, people, we're going to discuss Eastgate, and then we'll go into the Black Swan event that I predict is imminent. Okay, let's get this done. $30,371 in Bitcoin as of this writing. Presently, it's up 1%. In the last day, Ethereum has been worth $1,867. The increase is 1%. As you well know, Darla, USDT, and USDC have both returned to their 99-cent pegs. They dislike this very much. 47 cents in XRP, current rate is 1.16% with a total market cap of $1.19 trillion. Bitcoin's share in the market has reached 49.39%. Now, folks, the big question is, where do we go from here? We tune into his channel every day to make predictions, and typically, every day I tell you that we're in a trading range. What I don't like about situations like this is that the price tends to bottom out after we've been in negotiations for a while. Bitcoin needs to start doing anything soon. In my opinion, we should expect to hear anything concrete this coming July. This month should tell us whether Bitcoin's price will surge to the 40,000 to 50,000 calorie range I've been predicting, or whether it will dip to the 20,000 to 25,000 calorie range instead. We'll discuss why I believe the Bitcoin price will fall below $10,000 and why I think that will happen. See what's happening in the world by following the news. Especially the actions of the Fed, people. Here, take a look at this incredible scientific image I used to have framed and hanging on my wall. It carries a lot of weight with it. There is a stunning XRP frame that Johnny B built. Next, I'll show you some of his data. Amazingly, when plugged in, the interior is illuminated with a rainbow of colors. I have one of these hanging in my workplace, and it is the first thing I and my coworkers see every day. Johnny, come over here immediately if any of these things pique your attention. The individual who made this and sent it to me is JB Creative 33. There is no barrier keeping you from getting in touch with them and filling up his DMs to provide some new ideas. His small ticker on the right shows what complete XPOP was like as the artists leaped all on my stock. XRPL Labs' Richard Hyland explains XPOP, the protocol that enables users to transact on the XRP ledger even when offline. For traditionally offline companies and groups, this is a huge step forward. In order to authenticate a payment, XPAT generates a QR code that contains all the relevant information and sends it to an offline device, where it may be scanned. The XRP ledger's trustless security concept forms the basis of the XPOP protocol. This eliminates the requirement for a centralized institution to check all incoming funds. Instead, the XRP ledger checks transactions automatically. People, XPump has the ability to completely change the offline payment landscape. Get real. Who would have expected that offline payments would evolve to this point, and certainly the XRP ledger is connected to this? I'd rather not show you the whole thing. However, I will play the introduction so you can get an idea of how this is helping to solve a genuine issue in the world's homes. I'm sure countless Internet of Things devices, parking meters, and so forth are also included. Most of them also lack access to the web. The ability to make a purchase with XRP and provide proof of payment on an offline device would be fantastic. That is the nub of the issue that needs fixing. Therefore, we must provide evidence that a transaction occurred even when not all parties were online at the same time. Customers and users are likely to have smartphones and high-speed internet access these days, while the other party may not. Our answer relies on the XRP ledger's design to solve the problem. On the XRP ledger, validators sign validation messages, and the ledger header is included in these messages. A transaction's path can be seen in the ledger's header. This is the Merkle tree's root. And the metadata blob for the completed transaction may be found at the very end of the Merkle tree. For instance, non-transactional data like the total number of drops delivered could be included. Essentially, you are putting your faith in the XRP Ledger Foundation to not sign a validator list that includes validators that have colluded to scam you in a targeted attack. That's the extra faith you have in me, then. Public key signatures and cryptographically safe hashes ensure minimum trust is necessary for the system to function. Go ahead to the next slide, thanks. Therefore, the lack of proof is a major flaw in this trust system. So, I think you all understand how this is going to go down. That's very neat. You've undoubtedly seen this before the new viewers who found out what was really going on and started turning in. In this case, the innovation is the ability to make payments to the XRP ledger even when there is no network connectivity. It's all done through QR codes. Incredible, in every way. The time has come for me to dive into some algorithm. Albo is not a common topic of conversation here. I apologize, but I'd like to briefly discuss it now. To shut down, the DeFi protocol requires 55% of all algorithms to be in the negative. After a sudden decline in usage, I intend to push to have the algorithm blockchain shut down. Agrelin Central, the world's largest decentralized finance system and Layer 1 blockchain, has ceased down because of disputes with planned events in advance. Still today. As a firm believer in algorithmic technology, my faith in Noval consensus algorithms is unshakable. AlphaFi was established during the previous bull market's apex, when 5 different algos were testing $1 EB. Last month, the price dropped to 9 cents. The price of algorithms was recently impacted by the SEC's decision to designate them as securities. Consider, though, how the price of something dropped from $1.85 to 9 cents. The SEC is basically saying that anyone familiar with the security understands that it will be delisted due to liquidity concerns. The most important DeFi protocol is going offline. I don't know, crypto seems to be going through some rough times right now. I'm not suggesting you peddle algorithmic solutions. I'm not trying to put fear into your heart. All I'm saying is, don't let your ego get too big. Explore your surroundings. Be sure you have a firm grasp on the realities of the situation. When many separate cryptists receive this. Guess what, everyone, Jim Cramer has returned. He claims that there is no way in hell that he will ever use crypto. This is the kind of good news I enjoy sharing with others. Yes, please. It's a go, and I have faith in him. I had to get moving. I had to get out of here. I'm getting rid of everything. If that dude admits to touching crypto, I am leaving immediately. Since FK seems to be on the rise, let's have a conversation about it. Astute Aaron. Simply, he walked on some Denton. Is anyone else aware of the latest happening with China controlling the majority of the Ethereum supply and its storage on the Ethereum Genesis blockchain or wallets? His research class had just started. We are glad to have you here. Recently, we have been discussing ETH Gates's The Ripple litigation. For the past 2.5 years, we've been discussing the billing in and corruption involving Jake Green. For the past year and a half, we've been connecting Metallic and Joe Lubin to their homeland of China. The East Gate actually exists. I'm going to repeat myself. If Gate exists, we need to enlist these folks in our investigation. More people should look at this. I released this to the Alexa audience. We're holding off until the next video to reveal it. The topic is the use and exchange of digital currency by central banks. I'm willing to take a chance on the black swan, even though the odds are against it. There have been a lot of rumors about that, so pay attention. Right, I had a brief tweet exchange with someone on Twitter the day before, and I have a few people with whom I've had lengthy conversations about various projects and who are actually quite influential in the cryptocurrency industry, among other things. However, many people have told me about the accident. Withdrawal of federal funds will cause a decline in the value of the US dollar. What we're looking at, and you should be ready for this, right, is that nothing is certain, nothing is confirmed, and no one promises that this will truly happen. However, the positives are frequently discussed on this channel, so participants are constantly ready for an improvement. We also discussed potential pitfalls, future plans, and outcomes, the latter of which will be evident in the form of an increase in the value of crypto assets, as discussed. And we won't only be discussing XRP, we'll also explain the Bitcoin idea behind Cardano XRP. Every single one of them is going to dig right into the crap. If this does occur, if many black swan events occur in the crypto industry, you should be ready in case another black swan occurrence occurs. You need only be ready for one of two things, to either sit on your hands and do nothing, or to cease buying in at reduced entry prices. As a result, you can save an average of $1 on the cost of things. You need to change your position when there are black swan events and huge dips in the market. Don't even think about it. Many folks get this completely incorrect. They start reading a bunch of tweets and find that various people have different numbers. But the truth is that nobody is really sure. Don't make the mistake of thinking you can sell at the top and buy at the bottom. That's not how things work at all. The market bottoms out, but then it quickly recovers, pricing you out of the buying market, as is typical after a black swan incident. So, the first step is to give the topic some thought. Say XRP is trading at 47 cents, the simplest approach would be to schedule various buys. For every time XRP drops 10 cents, you purchase a bit. When XRP drops by a half, goes from 47.5 cents on the way down. If the price drops to roughly 23.5 cents, you fill up and keep doing so until a bomb is built. For the simple reason that your new cost average will be stunningly gorgeous before you know it. What we need to consider, however, is when these events will take place. I've said that many times on this channel. From now until November, or from July 11th onward, the cryptocurrency market is expected to be on an upward trajectory. I have no idea what will occur. I think Bitcoin will reach $40,000 soon. And then there will be a pullback before the November bull run. From what I can see, the next bull cycle will begin in November and take us all the way through 2024. Others even further out to 2025. We couldn't have known that Bitcoin would blast off the top of the charts in the third quarter of the year, but we can safely assume that XRP will be the last cryptocurrency to change hands. We might see a lot of the other alts racing in Q3 and Q4, but the bullish trend actually begins in November. This month Bitcoin also does its thing. And we see an increase of $10,000 to $14,000 in the median household income. We have finished analyzing the months of August, September, and October as a possible corrective state in which these markets reach a record low. The price of one Bitcoin might range from $10 to $20,000, XRP could drop to under 20 cents, possibly as low as 15 cents or 10 cents, and Stellar could approach $1. Cardano might be seen reverting to, 1 penny, and ADA could be seen reverting to, near to approximately the 5 cents under a cent. Can you see Casper? Under a cent, you can see an H-bar. But it's the warning sign that it'll last until 2025 and the markets will go ballistic then. Keep in mind that there must be one final effort made to remove you from the current market. And I anticipate the final push to get you out of this market to be really potent. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.